Hey guys, it's Walking Draws. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Today I'm starting a new series called How I Draw, and this first video is going to be how I draw eyes. And I don't want to call it a tutorial because I don't want to say like, oh, this is how you should do it or whatever. But this is just how I draw eyes, and this is my thought process behind drawing eyes. And just to preface, I just want to say I'm sorry if my hand covers part of the drawing process. I tried to move my hand away as much as possible, but so for some parts it's kind of hard to see what I'm doing, but hopefully there's enough bits and pieces where you can kind of gather what I'm doing. And I did speed up the video a little bit, not as much as I normally do for my portraits, but I did have to speed it up a little bit because I took about 5 to 6 minutes for each eye, and I didn't want the video to be like over 30 minutes long. And so when I draw eyes, I kind of think about it as breaking the eye up into different parts. Oh, and by the way, I got these references from Pinterest. You can just search up eye references and there will be plenty to choose from. But anyways, I start off with the point, which is color-coded in red on these references. And then I draw the upper eye line, which is in blue. And then third, I usually draw the lower eye line, which is in green. And then fourth, I draw the eyelids, the upper and lower eyelids, which is color-coded in yellow. And then fifth, I draw the eyelashes, which is color-coded in orange. Sixth, I draw the eyeball and the iris, which is color-coded in purple. And seventh, I draw the tear duct, which is also color-coded in purple. For me, it's just recognizing the different parts of the eye. I don't get too bogged down on the order of the steps. Because for me, steps 4 through 7 are kind of interchangeable. You know, after I draw that point and I draw that upper and lower eye line, the rest of the steps are kind of just depends on how I'm feeling, which way I decide to go. And then as far as drawing both eyes as you would do with a portrait, the individual eyes itself don't really differ that much from the other steps, but how I start off is different. So, this is represented by pink. I would start off with a horizontal line. I do that to make sure that the eyes are lined up correctly. And the horizontal line going across isn't necessarily always straight across. It could also be kind of slanted. You just kind of have to look at the reference that you're using, because like in this reference, the line is slightly tilted a little bit. So it just depends on the reference you're using. And then next I would draw a vertical line to establish the center of the face. And then I would draw both starting points, the red, equal distances from the vertical line. In this reference, it's equal distance from the center of the face, but maybe in another reference it might not be. So like I said, just kind of consider the references that you're going to be using. And then after that, I would just kind of begin the same process as before with drawing the individual eye on both sides, you know. I would then do the upper eye line, the lower eye line, etc. And then if you need another guideline, you could draw another, line, like for example, like another pink line. You would draw that across like the upper eye line, so it would connect like with the blue. And that can help you as well if you're worried about one eye being bigger than the other. That could be another way to make sure that you line up the eyes correctly. I don't usually do that anymore. I just have a lot of practice with drawing eyes, but there's nothing wrong with drawing a few extra guidelines to help yourself out. And one last thing to remember before I get to actually drawing the eyes, if you're drawing from a photo reference like I do, the eyes are not identical. So pay attention to the details, the eyeball might look slightly different from eye to eye, or the eyelids might look different, the eyelashes might look different. So you just have to pay attention to the reference. No eye is exactly identical. So just remember that. I'm not really going to do too much commentary here with my actual drawing of the eyes, but just remember that my steps are that you start from a point, then you draw the upper eye line, then the lower eye line, then you draw both the upper and lower eyelids, you draw the eyelashes, you draw the eyeball and the iris, then you draw the tear duct, and just remember that these steps are kind of interchangeable, so I might not follow these steps to a T on every single eye. But generally, these are the steps that I follow. remember, like I said before, you're going to start with that horizontal line, and then you're going to draw that vertical line for the center of the face. Then you're going to start with those 2 points, and then the rest of it just follows the normal eye process. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys found it very informative and helpful. Definitely leave a like and leave a comment and subscribe, and check out my other social medias. I'm Walking and Draws on TikTok and Instagram, and I'm going to continue this series. And then I'm also going to do some videos where I show you how I shade the different parts of the face as well, but definitely stay tuned for that. Have a very blessed Friday. See you guys next week.